Morning. I am Tessa-Marie and welcome to the Morning Blessings. Today is January 20th, 2025 and it is minus 14 Celsius in Toronto, which is about 6 degrees Fahrenheit. Here we are. Hello Angelina, good morning. How are you feeling this morning? It is really cold. I know you guys got a deluge of snow. My son showed me. So I hope you're coping well in the snow. Yeah, it is a cold day. So what can we do? There isn't anything we can do about it except function in it. So it's one of those things when we look at the weather and we realize that God did not give us power over the weather. Can you believe that? If we had control, there'd be countries that would die of heat and areas that would burn to the ground, and those that they don't like, they would just freeze them out to death. So God is still in control. So let us look at this and see. Okay, it is a holiday in the United States, Martin Luther King Day. So, oh yeah, and I think you guys have a president thing happening. Yeah, so there's going to be very little of our American friends not rolling out of bed to come and do that. But, you know, they could do like you and I, Angelina, grab look at me, I'm having golden triangle tea with all the things that makes you really well. And one day I'll put the recipe on. And it's hot and it's creamy and you can make it sweet. So, our topic for today is the guidance awaits you asking. So, why would guidance await for you to ask? Because guidance knows for sure. Hey, hello, how are you feeling this morning, Fallon? It's just you and Angelina on a cold, cold day. Today, you know, think of it, Fallon. Hi, sister. It's minus 14 Celsius, 6 degrees in Toronto, really, Fahrenheit, if that's what you know. So it's not warm. So, but anyway, today you have a very hot topic. Guidance awaits your asking. So, if guidance is waiting for your asking, instead of just coming into you and saying, you need to do that, you must go here, you have to figure that out. That is not a nice thing to do. Well, I need a good scarf to this. I need a good start to this morning blessing. Hello, Ellen. How are you this morning? Happy Martin Luther King Day. And it is cold, 6 degrees in Toronto. Your degrees, your Fahrenheit degrees. So what I am doing is speaking to you guys about guidance. Guidance awaits your asking. Did you see that? There is guidance, but it awaits your asking. Why would guidance wait for you? Because guidance is respecting you as a human being with the free will. You have free will. You can choose or not to choose. So you see, this is why guidance awaits you to ask. Guidance is not right when it is just thrown at you without you asking for it. Do we get that? Oh yeah, we did. All through our lives, people that know us, good morning, Colin, how are you feeling today? Always ask us this question. They don't ask at all, right? They don't ask this question. I said they always do, but really they don't. Guidance now accept you and say to you, thank you, Fallon, and say to you that, hey, you have to ask me. I cannot come into your life and tell you what to do. Good morning, Arita. Happy Martin Luther King Day. Guidance cannot jump into you and say, hey, Arita, hey, Colin, hey, Fallon, this is what you should do. Hey, Don, this is what you should do. Hey, Ellen, this is what you should do. Hey, Angelina. Guidance does not do that. Because guidance has to respect you as a human being with free will. But guidance awaits you asking. You ask from guidance and guidance will deliver. So you have to know the difference. You know you have people in your life, because we do have people in our life. They are close to us, they're further away from us, somewhere they are here. And they will offer unsolicited guidance. They will jump in and tell you what you should do or what you shouldn't do. They do not wait for you to ask. They jump in, and they are very forceful, and they have a strong attitude. Thank you, Rita, same to you. They have an attitude like they know best, and they're telling you, you need to turn right, take 2 steps to the left, and go the other way, and stop here. And they have a list of should-dos for you. And if you are smart enough to recognize, and I say smart, and in the moment, so you have to be wise and in the moment to recognize where this is coming from. You have to look at their selves, look at them, look at their lives, look at their situation, look at where they are. And you have to look at it and see what it is that tells this person that they have the answer to all my needs. They have the answer to what I should do with the life that I have chosen to live in a way I'm living it now. And if you stop while they're buzzing, because you know they don't stop, they hardly breathe. When they're listing the list of things that you're to do, when they're repeating that list of things they had contemplated on for weeks, for years, have you ever had one of them say to you, you know, I've been waiting to tell you this. I've been waiting to really, I could have told you this. I know this wasn't good for you. Where were they all the time thinking of you when their life was going by? So, guidance though, the person that will give you some guidance will listen. You might call and say, you know what, I'm thinking of doing this. You know what, Don, I plan to do this. What do you think? That is requesting guidance. That person will hear you out for a long time. They will hear all of what you have to say. And then they will respond in a way that they will say, if it were me, I would do that. You're asking about that. They will, and you know, the thing is, there's a great listener has a thing that they do. And I learned it and practiced it all my life from the time I found it. Hi, Yuko. Good morning. How are you feeling today? Happy Martin Luther King's Day to you too. So when I saw it coming out of people's mouth and the way they behaved when they were good, when they were listener, that little thing that they do, I started to emulate it. Hi, Georgie. Happy Martin Luther King Day to you. I started to Susan Life Stories. Hello, thanks for joining. Welcome to the Morning Blessings. So, guidance awaits your asking is our topic, all of you. And what I notice is, when a person is listening to what you have to say and what they need to, and the response they're going to give you, there are 2 things they will do. Number 1, they will listen without interruption. You might even think they're not hearing you. Number 2, they will repeat what you have said. And once they repeat it, and you understand that how they understand or understood what you were saying, they will respond. Do you know that I have only come across 4 people in my life, well, yeah, that I realized who have done it. 4 important people. One of them, and in the order that I got them, one of them was President Kennedy, Pierre Elliott Trudeau, what's his name, Bill Clinton, and Barack Obama. Whenever you ask, they are asked questions. Hi, Nancy. Happy Martin Luther King Day to you. When you ask these 4 men will ask a question, they do, hi, Lisa, good morning. Happy Martin Luther King Day to you. When those 4 men, Kennedy, Trudeau, the older one, the father, Clinton, and Obama, when they will ask a question, they repeated the question to the person who asked the question. And then they responded. But they listened firstly. They listened. Oh, it's minus 31. We're 6 degrees Fahrenheit, so minus 14, and the wind is bringing it to minus 25, they said. So they would say something to, so you're asking me about this. You know what I found out that allowed them to do? To think of the response. And that is why guidance awaits you. Nancy, that's cold. To ask. Guidance respects you as a human being. And you are that human being with the free will. That guidance understands that very, very, very well. So, if you're getting slow in Florida, well, the world is really having a change. So, guidance is saying, you are a complete human being. You were given a choice. You have the free will to do or not to do. I cannot come and tell you what to do. That is not my place. Guidance will listen to you. When you ask, guidance will ask you, like those 4 men, is that what you really desire? And if you do, guidance will come and say, okay, this is how you should do this. So in life, as I said, for those of you who went there, I will repeat it because I really prefer that you hear this. There are going to be occasions and humans in your life that will come to you to tell you what they have thought about your behavior or how you should behave in the future. And you can know that they have been contemplating this and was just opening for a door to slightly go ajar for them to jump in. And they'll say to you, I've been thinking about this, but I didn't know how to tell you that. I don't think you're making a good choice here. The guidance is unsolicited. You did not ask for it. And they jump in. And you remember how you felt when they're telling you how you should behave or do or act, what you should do or act or say, when you didn't ask any of that from them. Think of it. Just think. You didn't feel too good, did you? So, hi Deborah, good morning. Welcome to the Morning Blessing. Happy Martin Luther King's Day. So, one of the things you have to do for sure is to realize that that person that has been contemplating as telling you how to live your life for a long, long time, as they said, you have to stop in the moment and breathe their life. How have they been doing with their life? You don't ask them the question, you just thought and you think. So you, instead of polishing down their acts so they could do better, cut more trees, be a better woodcutter, be a better whatever, they have decided they're going to use that energy that they're given that only lasts a moment, every moment, and use it to contemplate for years who you should become and how you should act, what you should do, where should you go, what should you say and to whom. And guidance though, that guidance that respects you to have your own free will only tell you this. You have to ask this question in that order for you to get that guidance from guidance. You have to go and you have to talk to guidance like a counselor, not a psychiatrist where they just tell you and they'll, not that. So you go to guidance and you say, guidance, good morning. How are you feeling today, guidance? Or good afternoon, good evening, wherever. And guidance, what would you have me do? Guidance, where would you have me go? Guidance, what would you have me say? Guidance, and to whom? Guidance, if you were me, what would you do now? That one is when you're really desperate and the world is falling around you and it's crashing and you're just missing. Every time it crashes, you're skipping away just in time. And you're constantly on the run. I am feeling absolutely amazing today, Debbie. So you have to remember that guidance will not intrude. Guidance will not jump in and tell you where to go, how to get there, and give you directions until you ask. You can ask guidance every morning for what you desire by asking guidance, what should I do today? What would you, guidance, have me do? Because guidance is the God inside of you, the God around you, the God you are trying to reach in the heaven skies that you do not know where it is. And guys, happy, today is a happy day because we are finding out that guidance is talking to us. If we talk to guidance first, if we knock on the door, if we open our door of our heart and let guidance in, and close the door to the unsolicited guidances that are coming from people who haven't thought of it properly and they do not know the dynamic about you. They would not give what you have given to others by being kind to yourself, to others, to children, to grandchildren, and forever continuously doing it. Our purpose is to seek divine guidance. Find and seek divine guidance. We have to believe that divine guidance awaits us. So our purpose is to find it, seek it, look for it. We have to become a detective. We have to go often. Good morning, Rosalind. How are you feeling this morning? We have to go into guidance and say good morning. And you can tell guidance your story. You can talk to guidance about your heart's desire. You can give guidance, your goals, your dreams. Guidance, this is what I desire in my life. Guidance, these are my goals for today. Guidance, this is my life goal. Guidance, you call guidance. And guidance will say, yes, I am here with you. And guidance will listen to you. Guidance will repeat that to you. Are you sure, Arita, that's what you want? Are you sure, Dawn? Guidance will ask you. And if, when you ask guidance, trust and believe that guidance will give you what you desire and guidance will put the cherry on top. If you doubt me, go read about, hi Ezra, good morning, how are you feeling today? Go read about, is it Solomon? Yeah. He said, give me the wisdom. What do you want from me? And he said, give me the wisdom to, is it judge so greater people? And what did guidance say to Solomon? He said to him, I will give you, and wealth and long life also. Because he went and he asked for what he desired. That's what was in his heart. You give me this job. Show me. Give me what I need to work on this job. You give me the ability to write a story, Rosalind. What do you want me to say? You want me to do this. You could edit a video for give me the talents and the gifts to do that. You want your podcast. Arita, what you going to hold on to? Guidance will say to you, what would you have me say in this podcast? And guidance will give that to you. Guidance will not hold it back, but you have to ask for exactly what it is that is tugging at your heartstrings. And if you use the word want, every time you say, I want, you are admitting it's not here yet. But guidance has said to us, whatever you ask for, you shall be received. So the minute you ask for it, you have to behave and start to function like you know you have it. And you have to start believing and acting like you have it. So if you ask for guidance, okay, because that's the most common thing we ask for, is wealth. Lots is more than health. Wealth. So you are busy asking guidance for wealth. And maybe you believe it because somebody, or you read, or you know about law of attraction. You ask for it, you'll get it. Yes, you will. But If you ask guidance for wealth or for health or for dignity or for passion or for joy or for love or for a nice home to live in, guidance wants to see that you're acting like you're in this lovely home, even if the size of that home is a 10 by 10 room. That's it. Guidance wants to see you enjoy good health. Instead of saying to everybody, oh, my knee hurts, my head hurts, but you ask for good health. So why are you saying you're still hurting? I am not saying you're not really hurting, but what we repeat, we get. Guidance is telling us, you ask me for wealth, but you are not paying your bills. You're acting like a poor person that has no money, yet you ask for tons of wealth. When Solomon asked for that wisdom, and these two women came to him with one baby, Solomon did not run into the corner and say, I don't know what to do with these two women and this baby. Solomon shocked them into realizing, this is what we're going to do. You both want the baby, cut it in half. Wisdom he got in the moment told him to go that far, frighten them. And the true mother said, no, it's okay, don't kill the baby. Give the baby to her. And then that was how Solomon decided she was the right mother. So when God gave him wisdom, and even in today's mathematically genius world, they're still unable to calculate the depth of Solomon's wealth. He didn't ask for that. But he did such, God said, you didn't ask for that. I'm going to give you more than you asked for. Believe what you asked for is tiny and pales in comparison to what God has for you. You have to believe that. And you have to ask. And when you ask, do not beg. When you go back every morning on your knees and you keep asking for the same thing you asked yesterday, you have just become a beggar. He never said that you have to beg me. He never said you have to come 10 times begging for this whole thing. Ask and you shall receive. You're looking for something, believe you will find it. Seek and you shall find. Knock and that door will open. But you have to do those actions. And then, taking it and let's put it in a carnal way in life. We will turn around and we'll say, my husband knows what I like. He should buy me what I like. But you never ask. You never said that. You just sit there. And you expect that person to be in your mind and know your deepest secret, your joy. What brings you joy? What do you like? You know you love your husband to touch you or hug you or kiss you or do something that you enjoy, just doing the dishes, carrying on the... Tell them. Tell them. That is guidance. You need to give people information so they can do what it is you desire them to do. You have children you're growing up in your life, young adults. Give them the expectations. This is what I expect of you. Nothing more or less. And when that child or that human that's in your life delivers that you ask, you always feel better. That's why they say some people have favorite children. It's not that that child is favored, but it's that they're doing something you ask them to do. And when you do that, and when they do that, do you turn around and say, great. And if that child needs you or wants, or you have to smile, you'll smile more towards that person. So you have to remember, when you are seeking, believe you will find. When you ask, know you're going to receive. When you knock on a door, it has to fall open for you. We learn from people. As I said to you, I don't even know how long, 208, 208 or 209 or something like that. That woman, what's her name, Sarah Palin, somebody asked her a question after she lost. And they said, what are you going to do now? She said, I don't know. But when God puts a door in front of me, I'm going to push it open. A moment of clarity for me. When there is a door in front of you, push it open. When there is an opportunity, check it out. Do not say, that's not for me. You don't know what's for you. Especially if you had the audacity to ask for guidance. Especially if you had the audacity to say, I desire, but no, I want this, I want to have this. And an opportunity comes, like there's so many parables and stories they tell us that the man that was drowning and a boat came and he didn't go on the boat, and then we went to complain to God, and God said, I sent you a boat. And you choose not to get on board. I sent you a horse, you didn't try to ride it, it was too rough. I sent you a wife, but she didn't have enough curves for you, so you left her there. I sent you a husband, and he did not look like Adonis, the Greek god. He didn't look like Adonis, the Greek god. So and there you are in your 60s and 70s, and you're saying, I don't have a man. But you were praying for one. How many did you say they weren't good enough? Or what opportunity? You want a job. You want a wife. Oh, she's not curvy enough. She's too skinny. She's too fat. She's too this. She's too tall. Oh, come on. But you didn't do it. You got the opportunity and you actually took your time and walked away from it looking for something else. When you plant something, it's not what you plant that's going to be as big as or small as you planted. When you put a lettuce seed in a hole with your finger, and you drop one lettuce seed, if you are blessed to be able to have one little lettuce seed on your finger, you drop that dot in the hole and you pay attention to it, you water it, you make sure it has sunshine, you will get a head of lettuce. You will not get a tail of lettuce, you'll get a head of lettuce from a tiny dot with your pen. Make a dot with your pen. My mother once said to me, every plant has seeds. I didn't really understand that until I really got into the garden, and yes, every plant does have seeds. And that is something we have to understand. I have to go to the vet with my dog, but this message helped me this morning, and have a good day, everyone. Thanks, Fallon. So we have to remember that we need guidance. Ask for guidance. You need to have something in your life, ask for help. You seek, you will get. So, I am not going to ask anybody for help. I'm going to do it myself. Is that so? But you were given the opportunity to ask. Ask. Ask for it. And believe you will receive it. Just ask. Because you need, thank you, awesome. Thank you, Lisa. You have to ask for what you desire. Otherwise, it won't come. We all know when somebody gives us unsolicited advice, how angry we get, how frustrating it becomes. Why did you always have to tell me this? So, I wanted you guys to get this and realize that yes, today is a new day, first day of the week. I desire for you the ability to ask for what you receive, what you want to receive. Ask guidance. And when you ask, do not come back and ask again. Go back to say thank you, because I know it's on the way. And when the little tiny small doors, little and tiny is grammatically so disgusting, but here I'm saying it. When that little opportunity comes to you, do not look at it and say it's only a little bit of that. Do not do like my brother did when he went to save $20 and his wife said to him, oh, it's $20 a week is no savings. We all know what the math said. It was a little bit. But it's a little shower of rain that is consistent that helps the farmer to grow. It's nice to set a brush fire to burn areas you want to start new. But what happened in California is not the same, is it? So a little go a long way. Too much sometimes just overwhelm us all. And we are not able to breathe. Or we can't swim because of the rain, and the torrential rain takes away the topsoil. Then the farmer has a problem. He cannot grow because the best part of his soil has gone down somewhere else. And that's why in rainy season, the farmer digs a trench. And so when the water goes in, the mud goes in that trench, that they put it back on the field because they need that topsoil. So that's why it's important to realize a small amount goes a long way. It's up to us to nurture it. Go and ask. And if you happen to be the person that someone comes to ask for guidance, listen. Listen to what they're asking. Repeat the question so you got it right before you just jump in and answer. And if you have a habit of giving unsolicited advice to others, stop it. Stay in your lane and mind your own business. You need to ask for guidance not to do this. Go to your source, go to guidance and say, okay, I need to learn how to talk or converse with others, so I'm not telling people what to do with their lives. I'm glad I tuned in this morning, although I was late. I have the day off, but thanks for this message. You are welcome. Everybody, I am trusting that you got something from it. Don't neglect the nugget. Don't store the pearl in a box. If you're going through a hard time now, remember, you're just becoming a diamond, because a diamond is formed under pressure. Have a great and wonderful day, and see you tomorrow on the other side of time. Thank you, everybody, for coming. I appreciate each and every one of you. And let me see if I can reach this camera. There you are. Yeah. Nancy, Angelina, Georgie, Colin, Dawn, Lisa, Arita, Roslyn, and Deborah. Thanks for hanging on, guys, and have a wonderful and beautiful day. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.